American democracy is
We the people vowed to fight forward in domestic evil. Land of the feet, home of the hypodermic needle. Where the curtains see through and minds are feeble. You're either radicalized or position fetal. We the people have been cheated, bruised and beaten, literally eaten by a cannibalistic capitalism, an actual prison, breeding casual division through sexism, racism, and classism, turning minor traits into vast difference. Weak multiply, we need to clip the vast difference. We're all in the same vehicle, riding on flat Michelins. Masses ain't listening as the mass village sits on his throne reigning while you build to death. Taxes kill your breath till no will is left. You feel the stress, convinced that this deal's the best. How can you heal the rest when you don't see the poison? How close to your nose before it's clairvoyant that you are just another pawn or puppet as chemicals make you yawn and say fuck it.
these are fundamental defects in the democratic system.
We the people vowed to fight forward in domestic evil. Land of the feet, home of the hypodermic needle. Where the curtains see through and minds are feeble. You're either radicalized or position fetal. We the people vowed to fight forward in domestic evil. Land of the feet, home of the hypodermic needle. Where the curtains see through and minds are feeble. You're either radicalized or position fetal. We the people have had enough. Boomers out of touch. American dream crushed like ice and such. Fourth quarter clutch. You look at your pay stubs and see the pay cuts. It's just so liberty can ring in Freedom Tower. These days, you put dictators in a seat of power. Ironic how now pigs gut you and let you bleed for hours. They abuse elderly and disabled and you cheer these cowards. They say support the troops, but there's no love for the veterans. Mass herding towards the edge of the end, while they dead amends and you keep betting the 10. Federal Act reserved cause the dead is pretend. All masses controlled for dumb assholes. Your SS number and birth certificate are collateral, while the devil's at the center where the madness pose. And he preach about God with a staff of gold. We the people vowed to fight forward in domestic evil. Land of the feet, home of the hypodermic needle. Where the curtains see through and minds are feeble. You're either radicalized or position fetal. We the people vowed to fight forward in domestic evil. Land of the feet, home of the hypodermic needle. Where the curtains see through and minds are feeble. You're either radicalized or position fetal.
And that's true all the way along. I mean, elections are basically bought. Here, candidates are vetted by corporate interests. And the way it's done is that unless you have huge corporate financing and support, you just can't run. Nevertheless, the overwhelming majority of incumbents win. What does that tell you? It tells you people are voting for candidates that they don't like because they don't have any choice. And it shows up. In fact, both political parties are well to the right of the population on a great number of critical issues. And the population feels it can't do anything about it. 80% of the population said the government doesn't work for the people. It works for a few big interests looking out for themselves. But if you had asked the next question, they didn't do it, well, what are you going to do about it? People probably would have said, well, I can't do anything. There's no way to do anything about the fact that the government's in the pockets of the rich. That feeling of helplessness, that reflects a democratic deficit. These are enormous problems with the way the democratic system functions. I mean, there's something similar in most places, but the United States is pretty extreme in this regard. Because you don't expect the candidates to stand for anything. Somehow people don't see how profoundly contemptuous that is of democracy. A really meaningful democracy would mean that I play a role in forming those decisions, in creating those positions, that those positions reflect my active, creative participation at it, not just me, but of course everyone. That would be real democracy.
That's not
We're
right.
very far from that. But we're even departing from the point where there is ratification. When you have stage-managed elections, with the public relations industry determining what words come out of people's mouth,